I never really planned to show unmade models or the making of models. It was the idea behind this channel really is just sort of videoing model tanks that I've built. However, I am properly excited about this. I've never had a 3D printed model, and even better, it's a model of one of my favourite armoured vehicles, one of those gloriously mad into war, beginning of the First World War vehicles, the Praying Mantis. There is a brilliant tank chat by David Fletcher of the Tank Museum about it. It's just one of those strikingly mad vehicles. Right, 3D printing involves, as I'm sure you know, laying down layers and layers and layers of plastic. So there is some crudeness, something that I don't know, it's either going to take a great deal of sanding to get rid of these, or a bit of some sort of one of those primer, thickening primer things. So that's one part. This is a lovely little bit that I've already glued together. Again, you can see the 3D printing. Most of the print, it's much coarser on the underneath. Most of it is actually 3D print. The coarser parts of the printing are done in areas where you're not going to see it as much. I mean, you can just about feel that. The body of the brain gun carrier, does show a bit of the limitations of 3D printing. Those wheels obviously are far too thick. Don't really know if I'm going to be able to do anything about that. I'll just paint it and sort of ignore it really. Some roughness on here that's going to have to be sanded, and this plastic it feels like resin actually to work with. Bit more roughness there, but a lot more rough there. Tracks are going to need a bit of working on. I've put two 2.2 caliber air gun pellets in the back actually, which I've glued into place, because when this thing is fully assembled, unfortunately it would need some weight on the back to keep it as it should be. So what's the Praying Mantis actually look like? The blue tack, white tack, that goes on there, and I was hoping it would balance a bit better, but it's not. I might put more air gun pellets in there perhaps. So that is the vehicle as it would look. A little bit more blue tack in there, keep it into place. And this is it's a mad vehicle. The idea was that would sort of lie flat. It would drive around quite normally. There's two men in here, one driver and one gunner. It must have been hideous being in there, incredibly loud trying to fire that machine gun. And it was a First World War idea, really, like so many of the beginning of the Second World War vehicles with British designers looking backwards. The idea is it would trundle along. If it came to an obstruction, this bit could prop up. This could rotate, and you could destroy the enemy. I mean, it's a mad vehicle, isn't it? But I think it's brilliant. Bovington actually have got one. Doesn't it's a bit tired now. It's a shame they don't display it like that. But yeah, this is the idea. It would drive around, two men lying down in here, and all of a sudden, oh look, baddies, boom, 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 and it can go quite. It's mad, isn't it? I'm really going to enjoy painting this. It's a shame there isn't anywhere to actually put a crew, or it would be difficult, I think, for me anyway, to try and do any work in there to open up these hatches. It's a bit of a shame. However, I'm going to put some fellow on it somewhere. But that is the Butler's printed model Praying Mantis. First Praying Mantis. Just like I said, it's my favourite vehicle. It's just bonkers. I really do like it. And the first 3D printed model I've ever had. I will be buying some more. It's got a fantastic range. I've not been paid by Butler's printed models. I had to pay for this. It was about £17, I think, and they go up to about £30–40. There are a few cheaper vehicles. I would recommend getting one just to see, frankly, if you like the idea of 3D printer. There's a fair amount of work got to go into just sanding and whatever, but I will try one of those sort of self-leveling primers and let you know how it goes.